So apparently Clip Studio Paint version 5.0 was released. I had no idea because I've been having a week and so much has happened, and I just got home today and I thought, let's update the app and check it out together. No, this video isn't sponsored, but I still want to make the video because I really like Clip Studio Paint, so let's check it out. First of all, I don't even have it updated yet. They have a new icon and it's rainbow because they're gay. But I did see some of the updates, some things that people weren't really happy about. I saw my friend live stream drawing last night and just saw some changes that I'm like, whatever. Okay, let's take a look. Nice, so cute. We'll also just take a look at the patch notes page as well. Oh, I had a file left open. Please don't look at that. Smart shape, blah, 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 so much happening. What? Huh? This device is not compatible with future updates to Clip Studio Paint due to changes to the system requirements. You can still continue to use your current version of the app. Oh, okay, I think it's just because I don't update the iOS of my iPad, my phone as well. Nothing is the 2026 version, whatever. I don't have it updated because I don't like it. It doesn't look appealing to me, so I don't have it updated. Okay, so I guess I'll update it. I thought it meant like my iPad is too old for newer updates. Thank God it's not that. Let's just take a look at the patch notes. Let's take a look. Improved drawing capabilities and performance. Smart shape. Draw quick lines, curves. Oh, okay, this is the iPad thing, right? Pen. If you draw and hold. Okay. Oh. Oh. Whoa. Okay. Procreate doesn't have that, I think. Okay, nice. Yeah, it's got the whole thing. Got straight lines. Straight? Please be straight. Oh, it is straight. Oh my god, my eyes. What if I do this? And ooh, okay, so that's kind of cool. I saw a Japanese artist on Twitter, it's always the Japanese who are figuring out these things, that if you use like these sort of textures like that, it won't connect like that. But if you do this and hold, oh, bruh, it has a smoother connecting line. Okay, not perfect, but at least it's a lot smoother. That's really nice. Faster rendering speed, new setting for faster painting with large brushes with rougher rendering quality. Perfect for painting with watercolor brushes. Improved rendering speed with thick watercolor edge. Use stroke previews to reduce brush lag when drawing with high stabilization. So, oh, these are like, can you rewind? Stroke preview. I think that was something that already existed? Or am I going crazy? Anti-aliasing. Okay, let's go do that. So what if this brush, yeah? And then we go to anti-aliasing. We go speed. Speed and quality. Low quality, fastest. High quality, default. No, I gotta use a crunchy brush. Like, what is my crunchiest brush? Oh yeah, that's some lag right there. But what if low quality? I don't know. Maybe there is a difference. Maybe I'm not using the right kind of brush. It doesn't really affect me either way because I use very minimally textured brushes. So let's just move on. Next up, improved blurring for drawing tools. Blending quality has been added to ink settings for brush tool. Set this to high quality for smoother blending. When using the blur tool or brush with running curler turned on, colors outside the brush cursor or selected are no longer blended. So you can see from the preview right here on the left, it causes transparency. This drove me insane previously because whenever I had to blur using the blur tool, it would cause the transparency and sort of erase it a little bit. And to avoid it, some people have created a blur tool asset that I had to download from the asset site in order to use that blurring tool instead of the one that came with Clip Studio Paint to blur something, or sometimes just use Gaussian blur. So I guess that is an improvement. It no longer does that weird thing anymore. Velocity available as a new brush dynamic. Added velocity graph to pen pressure settings and tilt settings as an option for brush size and opacity. Input dynamics adjust the graph to increase the value faster you draw. So velocity is something that was already in there. I think that maybe they just added a graph. Yeah, they got like these. They got more squares here. Velocity. Ooh, what if I do this? Okay, so what if I did something like that? So velocity is the speed, like how your hand moves across the screen. If you move fast, it would change the brush. If your hand moves slow, like, okay, I tried this out. If I move slow, even with pen pressure, okay, it's kind of like that. If I go faster, oh, then it's kind of like, that's pretty cool. I'm not very good at making brushes, so I hope the really cool people who make the really cool stuff make the really cool brushes in the brush settings. Faster fill tool, improved processing speeds with more accurate results. You can see from the example right there, little GIF. They got a little faster. Enhanced 3D features, 3D hand model, nice. Use high quality 3D hand models as reference to improve your hand drawings. Freely adjust the model size with intuitive controls to suit your character design. Use hand pose materials and hand scanner for quick posing. Okay, let's try this out. So, okay. Do they have the option to like flip the hand? Because that was an issue with a downloaded asset that I have. That's a reset button. What is this? Okay, this is the thing. So previously, when you dragged and dropped a hand pose, it would come with the entire body. Apparently, okay, so it's just replaced with just a hand. But that's cool. But if you're using the entire body, can you just slap the hand pose onto one, slap one hand onto one full body pose? Do you know what I'm talking about? Or does this still not work? Okay, it still works. And also, previously, I had to use these downloaded assets, which were okay. They were to the best of their abilities, but they only had like one hand. So if you wanted to use the left or the right hand, you would have to rasterize it and then flip the image. It came with like these default poses, which was good. It was good for it at the time. It really helped me. But then like doing hand poses is so hard. It's very finicky. Whoa. Okay, so they got your different left, right, slender, delicate, basic, bony, rugged, plump, and cartoon. Look at the chibi hand. This is so cool. Wait, hold on. The delicate. This is nice. Where's the Ikemen hand? This is good for my... I think the bony one. Yeah, this is big yaoi hands. Hell yeah. Look at the settings. Okay, hopefully it's a lot better than that one. Please. Oh. Whoa. Where's the camera? Can you camera? I forgot. I make Clipsio Paint tutorials and I don't remember how to do any of it. I used to do... Oh, there it is. Okay, hand scanner. That's the back. Don't look at my desk. It's... It's trying so hard. Okay, it did it to the best of its ability, and I applaud it. But I think I'm still gonna stick to just manually posing the hands. Or taking pictures of my own hands and tracing over that. Okay. So that's good, because there's a certain movement to our hands. Ignore the red ink right there. So our hands can only move in like that and move like that. But like when you're manually posing in 3D, sometimes they bend out unnaturally. So that's what it needs, the restriction. Unlike with the full body posing, okay, let me just show you this. Okay, so yeah, the joint angle limit. I'm glad that the hand does have that, because posing it yourself would be so difficult because of how many joints the fingers has. The full body model though, when you turn on the joint angle limit, you can't pose it that much, and human bodies are actually more flexible than this. So I recommend you, if you're using the full body poses models, where's my mouse? There. And then so they can bend their body a lot more extreme than what's limited by the app, if that makes sense. Realistic textures for metal and gloss, supports material texture parameters set on 3D models in GITF format, files and PBR materials in FBX or OBJ files. Of course, I understood everything, what that meant. I understand what OBJ files are. I don't know what these are. Add ambient light and paranormal reflections on more realistic textures. Okay, so I saw that it did. I keep banging on the mic. I'm so sorry. Dude, where is it? I saw that. Here it is. Yes. Wow, nice and fancy. Let's see if we change the light. Oh, yeah. Okay, sort of the reflections are sort of turning around and doing its thing. That's really cool. Can we paint on this though? Can we paint on the shiny? Oh, we can paint on the shiny. And it is it still shiny? A little bit. Oh, it is kind of shiny. Next up, paint on more 3D model types. Draw directly on 3D objects with UV mapped verticals as well as 3D primitive and 3D drawing figures. So previously, I think you were only able to draw on their default 3D figures, but now you can draw on other stuff, I guess. Add patterns or guidelines to use as reference for different angles. The best way to test this out is if we go to... So this is a tip I made in a video, but in case you've never seen it before, you can download free models on a website called Sketchfab, which is a website for 3D models. Let's say you want to use as a reference, just in case, let's say you can't find it on the asset site and you want to use this 3D model imported into Clip Studio Paint. Let's say that you need a suitcase, but this does exist on Clip Studio asset site though. Tick on downloadable. Okay, let's try this one. Am I able to download it? Download 3D model. Ooh, which one was mentioned on the website? I think this one. Let's go with that one. Okay, so here it is. Ooh, then it got the icon. So just drag and drop. Is it multi-file? No. Here it is. Make sure that if you want to use this in commercial artworks that the 3D model is 100% free to use, or else you don't want to get into any sort of legal battles. Can paint? You cannot draw on the selected of the UV metals that are now set up correctly. Okay, so can't do that. I don't know. That means it needs a UV map. I just went through all that for nothing. Can you draw on the hands though? Whoa. Okay, so I just found out that you can't draw on everything. You can draw on some stuff, but that means that you have to draw on the stuff that has the UV map vertices. I know nothing about 3D. I'm so sorry. That was really weird. Well, but you get to find out about Sketchfab. So yeah, go check it out if there's a 3D model that you want. You can't find it on the asset site, so you go look it up on Sketchfab. Next up, group 3D objects. Group multiple 3D objects into a folder and move and rotate the group as one. I thought this already existed. Well, you could sort of clip, like you could put a 3D model and snap it to like a body part. So I guess you could do that before you could actually group multiple 3D models, I guess. Improve workspace and palettes. Merge subtools into tools. To simplify terms, tool icons now pop up with related palettes. Wait, what does that mean? I saw this and then everyone was like really pissed about it at it being a circle. I'm also pissed at it because like why is it a circle? I thought the square was really good. My friend mentioned that like you can't really click on it because like the circles are now like when you're trying to click the circle that's beneath, it's just an ellipse instead of like cut off square, which more space to click on. Maybe, I don't know, but I use shortcuts, so that doesn't really affect me much. But I know a lot of people gonna not like it because it's a circle. Oh, it's also here. It's also right here. I can understand why people are pissed off because I'm looking at it. I'm also pissed off. I don't know why I'm pissed off. They just turned a square into a circle. Why does it affect me so much? I'll just put you back. And also, this was, wait, I have the old Clip Studio Paint on my PC just for like editing files. It's my perpetual license. This used to be called Subtool, and now it's Tool Group. And this used to be Tool Property, and now it's Tool Settings. Okay, so Tool Group, and Tool Settings. They renamed it to, sound easier to understand, but I feel like this is a change that they should have done versions ago, because like I have tutorial videos that is now considered outdated information I'll be like, go to your subtool and then the subtool details, and your viewers who are gonna see that video are gonna be like, what? I like the name change, but I just wish that it was done versions ago. Cool, upgraded material palette. Quickly see recently used materials in the new history folder. Easy to search and sort materials palette. How is that changed? I haven't noticed anything. This? Is this it? Is this the thing? Is this the thing? Yes, this is the thing. Okay, so they just added the recently used, which you don't realize this could be really useful. I just got up to grab something. So you might think, oh, they just added a recently used. How's this useful? It's useful for me, who when I'm doing comics like doujinshis, I have to go through so many materials, like so many materials. It drives me crazy. So maybe this could be really good. Sometimes I have to add to favorites and then or type search, and it's really bad because like creating comics it's hell. It's literal hell. It is boot camp for artists. If you're like, oh, how do I get better at making art? And people are like, just practice. The best way to practice is to create a comic. Like this right here. This is 77 pages of pure gay and pain. My blood, sweat, and tears. It's like covered because I used it in Artist Alley as an example or whatever. But yeah, I use so many assets when creating comics. Like it's insane. It's insane. I should record myself creating a comic. I have a comic. Oh no, I can't show it for next month's comic because it's not good. Anyway, this one is really interesting. An auto install download materials. Automatically add materials downloaded from Clip Studio assets to the corresponding palette or list. Auto install tools, color sets, auto actions, gradient sets, and workspace. Some people might like it, some people might not. When downloading like big brush packs, sometimes I just want like a couple from it, so I will install just the ones that I need. So this could be annoying, this could be good. I think it's good for newer users because they don't know what the thing that they downloaded. Wait, this happens with me and Bo as well. Sometimes I download a thing and I don't know if it's a brush or material, and I don't know where it goes. One thing that is really sucky is the gradient map. When you install a gradient, I'm like, where's the install button? Where is it? Wait, right now I can't find it. Wait, where is it supposed to go? Nope. Here it is. It's right here. Add gradient set. And I remember spending like 5 minutes just looking around, like, where is it? Because I'm looking for this. I'm looking for an icon that looks like this, and it's not on the gradient map window, which is weird. So let's try that out. Let's try download something. Let's try downloading a gradient map. How about that one? That looks pretty cool. Download. Started downloading. Okay, done. Now let's see if it popped up. I don't know what I just downloaded. What is it called? Soft Atmosphere. Funwari? I forgot. There it is. Yeah, okay, yeah, okay. Yes. It auto installs. Nice. Kinda, yes. This should be a good thing. This should be a good thing. I should be happy about this. Yes, I'm very happy about this. I don't know why I'm complaining about so much things. Next up, tonal correction for multiple layers. This is weird. This is really weird and very dangerous, I guess. I'm just a person, I'm an artist who just does all the things where if I'm gonna do a color correction, I always have to use a correction layer. Cause what if I changed the thing and then I don't like it and then and just come up. I make my own life difficult. Does that make sense? Okay, sorry to blast your eyes with Catboy Gay, but let's say select these two, go to hue, and then yeah, okay, cool. So do color adjustments and stuff on multiple layers. Okay, it's good for this sort of circumstance. You can see that it changed this top right here and also this right here. These are on separate layers. So there's this one on the bottom and this one on the top. Yeah, okay, that's cool. Improved transform features. So spinny spin the bounding box. Improved processing speed for rotating, scaling up, free transformation, mesh transformation, and puppet warp on raster layers. I keep thinking that this is puppet wrap. Fun fact, on the last version update video, I think it was the 4.0, where I introduced the puppet warp. In the script, I wrote down Puppet Wrap instead, and the person I was talking to had to like tell me, please go change that from wrap to warp. And I almost called it wrap, like calling it Puppet Wrap for the entire video for that. I would have to re-record the entire thing because I called it wrap instead of warp. And I know it's not just me, because I saw someone in the comments also type down wrap. So it's not just me, it's Puppet Warp, not wrap. So it just looks like there's a lot of processing improvements in this version. This one, everyone was like, Soyjack, batch delete empty layers and delete all hidden layers at once. Well, so let's see. I have stuff on this layer. I have stuff on this layer. Let's get that hand out. And then I don't have anything on this layer. And I always end up with a lot of empty layers. So they said, what? Right click, delete layers, delete empty layers. And it's gone. It's good for layer management. I end up with a lot of empty layers. I'm looking at the clock because like I'm on a time crunch. Enhanced multi-page and printed work features. Improved layer counts for multi-page works in EX. This was a thing. This is just layer comp stuff, batch exports. I don't want to look at anything that's comic related right now. It's just giving me war flashbacks. Improved color profile settings. Set a color profile when creating a new canvas. Set an embedded profile to prevent colors from looking different when working across multiple environments. Preview color profile is also reflected in color palettes. I think this is they said create a new file, and here it's the color profile, which I don't understand. Oh, okay, so we could, so does someone smarter than me tell me, does this mean that we can work in CMYK? Is that what's happening? Generic CMYK profile. This profile has been changed. Yes. So there's a working profile and embedded profile. What does it mean? Let's just hit OK. Okay, so you can just see from the color wheel that all the colors are muted. They're in CMYK, so could be good when you're working in print. You can see the difference. Like, look at the color wheel. You can see the difference in saturation. Hopefully. Does it appear on the screen? Yes, it does. Yeah, you can see the difference. So this file is working on CMYK profile, I think. Okay, so next, improved performance and creative experience. Continuous saving of clip files. Oh, so on iPad. Continuously save data for restoration. If the app is closed without saving, it will load the canvas before closing and restore on restart. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, found it. It's in preferences, file, save, and then tick on save recovery data for every operation. So it will save. So if you're drawing on iPad and you switch between apps and you switch back to Clip Studio Paint, sometimes it closes the file that you're working on and you would lose progress. Apparently that happens to some people. Me personally, it rarely happens, but I'm just glad that they did this update. So nobody should have to go through that sort of fear. Graph of daily creative hours. See a graph of how long you've been creating under My Creative Hours in Clip Studio. Do I want to see that? In Clip Studio. Okay, I'm in Clip Studio. Under My Creative Hours. My Creative Hours. Okay, oh, it's loading. Record the time you spend creating. Oh, okay, so you can't view it previously, but you start recording. The My Creative Hours feature is only activated with your consent, and you can stop or restart at any time. Any information on the canvas content or personally that the file will not be received. Recorded data is saved on servers tied to Clip Studio account. Do I want to turn this on? I don't really care about this kind of data, so I guess I'm not going to turn it on. It doesn't look shady at all. I think they're just having that in place in case some people might be like, hey, what are you using that data for? So they have to have that up front, kind of like terms of agreement of users when you install an app or whatever. Next up, new features added to simple mode. I don't use simple mode, but oh, they have basic animations drawn using onion skins to see neighboring frames. So it looks like the Procreate simplified version of the animation, you know. So on Clip Studio, I actually really don't like the animation that they have, like how to animate in Clip Studio Paint, because I thought it looks so hard and difficult to understand, and I used to use Procreate to animate like really simple stuff, and so I guess this is similar to that. Am I gonna animate again? Maybe. I think about animating and then I don't do it. But that's cool. Oh, every time I think about animating, I miss Flash so much. I used to animate in Flash a bunch, and now it's gone. Part of the dead internet. Puppet Warp, easily adjust character. So this is added to simple mode. 3D head modes, added to simple mode. Subview, added to simple mode. Additional languages, simplified Chinese, and how to get version 5.0. How to get it for new users. How to get it for current users. Okay, I don't wanna be mean to them. I really like Closer to Paint, but like ever since they went to the subscription route, it's just all you can do is just sigh. Like the whole world is changing. You look at it and you're like so before I had an iPad, I had the perpetual license, the version 1.0 version. I used it on PC, drew on a tablet, and once I got an iPad, and then I had to use subscription, but I was fine with it because I thought it was an Apple thing. Yeah, I thought it was an Apple thing where they're like, oh, if you, or maybe that it took a lot of resources to put that whole app onto an iPad, and so they had to have a subscription version. And then they came out with a subscription version for the PC, and I don't know, man. The world is changing. The version 5.0 and the future updates, it's $26.99 a year. What if you're already a user? I already have a perpetual license. Use it for less. Use it with any perpetual license. So you get the update annual pass if you already have a perpetual license. So like, I have the version 1.0. If I want to get the 5.0, I mean the one on my PC, the perpetual license on my PC, pay once. Okay, so that means pay once and then use it with the perpetual license. So that's $30. But if I want future updates, then I pay $10 a year. To be honest, $10 a year is not bad. I pay annually for some things that cost so much. So $10 is not bad. Actually, this doesn't matter to me because I already upgraded my version 1.0 perpetual license. I saw that there was a sale going on. There's a sale to upgrade from version 1 to version 2 for like $11. So I bought that and then went to sleep and never thought about it again. Even though that was like 2 days ago, I think. Where am I? I don't know. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think about this and all of this and oh, what is all this? Cool. Okay, nice. So, oh, I've got a few minutes left. So it looks like that this update is mostly just mostly performance stuff. I think the newest thing that I'm really excited about is the enhanced, like the 3D model is really cool. Everything else looks nice. Good improvements. This is really cool. Yeah, I just it's late. They're actually, did you know, like, okay, it's, what time is it? They're actually gonna shut off the water in my building. I got home, started recording. I still haven't had a shower yet. I should go do that. I should get drinkable water as well. I have a filter. The tap water in this country is not drinkable. Did you know that? If you come to Thailand, do not drink the water. Do not drink the tap water. Don't drink the water. People every year get sick from drinking the water, and it's kind of funny, but also not. But like, just don't drink the water. Yeah, I should go and then pass out. I'll see you next time, whenever I make a video, maybe, I guess. Okay, yeah, hope you like that. Okay, bye.